So on track now, we got the first factory front-wheel drive heat race in the field in this one in the number 144 of Thomas Pearson, the 77 of Robert Bryan, the 111 of Keith Smith, the 116 Carl Schilling, the 84 Scott Stewart Sr., the number 7 of Ricky Johnson, 07 of Tim Smith. And you're seeing some Twitter feed there. Let me get through the rest of the field. 20 of Scott Stewart Jr., 34 Jess Holiday, 13 of Kyle Downey, and the one machine of Jimmy Mays.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take you away from your lineup, putting that Twitter on the screen.
I just saw something flash on the screen to my side, and I wasn't sure if my engine was overheating. Here we go. Front-wheel drive. Heat race number 1, 11 cars. And this division is just as crazy as the Outlaw Figure Eights, and they're just running oval here. 3 wide, 4 third, beating off of each other. Oh, careful. Your top 2 running away with it. In fact, going for the battle right now with your top 2, but I can't leave this because, as you see, why overcorrection in front of the field, and we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Ripping bumpers. Speedrome yellow. In fact, we're Speedrome green except for this guy. The 116 right in traffic. Carl Schilling. Look out. So this is a Speedrome yellow, folks. And now we're red. Now we're red. So 3 laps in. And Schilling just does not have a chance to get that 116 refired, so he's going to get the assistance from the push truck. Fancy Ford right here. Ford Escort, it looks like. Nate, would you do something like this? This looks like a blast to me.
Oh, yeah, I'd definitely get in one of these. I'm trying not to talk too much. I've got a little bit of an issue with my mic. Can you hear it out there?
I can hear you just fine.
You can hear me just fine?
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to fix it in here, so I'll get back to you here shortly.
Sorry, I think...
oh, we are Facebook Live, too, so if you want to welcome those folks.
Heck yeah,
and
welcome
let them know how they can watch.
www.lowbudgettv. As you see, the 13 machine looking at, shaking his wrist, but also looking at his right front. Kyle Downey got mixed up in that collision in turn number 3 and 4. But welcome, everybody, tuning in on Low Budget TV. For the ones that are online, www.lowbudget.tv. We got you all weekend long or all night long. However, if you are peeking in on Facebook, well, here's what you just missed. And we're only going to be opening the blinds just a little bit. Now, we had a battle here in the factory front-wheel drive heat number 1. And watch this 3 wide and a turn 3 at the Speedrome. And it got ugly. It got ugly in a hurry. And it still was ugly. More ugliness. I mean, that's that. Now, you see why Downey in the 13, he pulled off into the infield. Broken right front suspension. Last chance record tow service. Hooking and booking. And he's holding onto his hands or his wrist there. Like that steering wheel snapped quickly and probably injured. But hopefully nothing too serious.
So for viewing options for those that are tuned in on Facebook, what do we have? We've got the Roku app.
Yep.
Have you guys launched your Amazon Fire app yet?
Not yet.
Okay, but it's coming soon though.
It sure is. Absolutely. So there's many ways to watch Low Budget TV. From your phone all the way up to your Roku device, like you're saying. So hook us up, www.lowbudget.tv. If you're a fan of anything Speedrome and you can't be here, or if you just want to see some good, hard, short track racing, we go back to green. Oh, some bumper tag in there. Tim Smith in the 07 wants to get by the other 7 machine. Meanwhile, your leader right now, the number 20 machine, Scott Stewart Jr. Battle for second spot. It's a 77 and the 7. A whole lot of 7s in this shot right here. Hard racing going on here. 77 of Robert Bryan trying to hold off the number 7 of Ricky Johnson. Meanwhile, the 07 of Tim Smith moving his way forward. And some bumper tags, some bumper contact from the 34 machine of Jess Holiday. Meanwhile, your lead of the 20 machine, Scott Stewart Jr., running away with it. There's his lead way over here. The white flag waves. So one more lap to the line. Scott Stewart Jr., checkered flag waves. Second will be the 7 of Ricky Johnson. Third will be Tim Smith. And the 34 just trying to shortcut. Factory front wheel drive. Heat number 1 is done. We still got plenty more of these drivers coming through the gate now.
How many of these heats are we going to let these folks get a sneak peek at?
Well, let's see. Normally we do 2. So I think we'll do 2 like normal, right? That's the normal thing.
So one more.
One more. This is it. So if you like what you see so far, www.lowbudget.tv. We're going to be here obviously both days. And we're here now. So we're here live and rolling from the Speedrome. This is a 1/5 of a mile, relatively flat track. And what that means is I think there's, maybe 3 degrees of banking?
Yeah, it's pretty flat. There's a little banking.
Little. I mean, not even an egg would be able to roll, I don't think.
So I want to add for those tuned in on Facebook.
Yeah.
If you are tuning in to the pay-per-view, just a nice little friendly reminder, we are 100% commercial free.
Heck yeah.
Unless you got something for me to play.
I don't, because I don't have any sponsors. Low Budget TV is exactly how we sound. We don't have any sponsors. So there. It's not going to be like a Fox broadcast on NASCAR. You're not going to.
This is 100%.
Unless you want to sponsor us, we can make it.
We welcome that. Otherwise, though, yes, 100% pure racing, cameras on the track the whole night.
Absolutely. See if we got any people tuning in. Now, do you have any tweets there?
Just that one that I popped up. So,
gotcha.
Do you want to let people know what to do for that?
Yes. WW. You go to Twitter at LBTV_racing. Tweet us. You can show the example one that you already showed earlier to give them an idea of what it's going to be. We're going to have you tweet us, and we'll read it on the screen there. Dan tuning in. Glad to see you back at the Speedrome. Figure 8 Racing back on #LBTV. You can hashtag us as well as we get ready for Factory Front Wheel Drive Heat number 2. Billy Bartholomew Jr. will be starting this one on the pole. The 213 of Craig Morello, the 83 of Francisco. And we go green. Wasting no time here at the Speedrome. You see the ticker there, shows you all the drivers that I failed to mention in the starting lineup. But the scoring ticker is working, as you see, as they are all trying to fight for real estate on this 1/5 of a mile oval. Bartholomew out to the lead, checking out like a cheap hotel. Here's the battle for the second spot. And you can kind of get a sense, for those of you gearheads, Honda seem to be the car of choice. Any Honda product, it seems like, to be the car of choice here at the Speedrome in the front-wheel drive class. .32 of Jim Bullock in the second spot. Francisco Santiago Jr. in third. And behind him a battle for fourth. 3-wide battle for fourth now. Careful on the outside to the wall there. That's a 90-degree bank that you do not want to use in the corners. Battle of the Integras here. on screen. 17 moves up a spot, Andrew Brown. And Brown on a mission right now. Going to the inside of Santiago, the 12 machine of Steve Todd. Under pressure now, battle for third right there on screen. So great competitive racing here at the Speedrome. And these factory front-wheel drive cars with the white flag waves from contact for third. Meanwhile, Bartholomew Jr. out of turn number 4, checkered flag, no pressure all race. And the rest of the field behind. So Bullock finishing in the second spot, the 12 of Steve Todd. And everybody else pulling off the track. Cool victory lap to the winner gets to do. Everybody pulled off track. And your winner gets to do his victory lap. Pumping out his chest a little bit, I would imagine.
So that's going to be it for the Facebook Live look-in. Once again, how do folks watch?
Well, hang on. Let us know if you want to see one more.
Okay.
Want to see one more?
You want to see one more?
If you want to see one more, drop a comment right now. Let us know that you want to see one more, and we'll give you your wish. Only if you comment here. So, I mean, it's really up to them if they want to see one more. I mean, are we supposed to give one more? No, we normally do 2, but
what's the boss in California say?
He's not watching right now, so that's why I'm saying if you if you want to, you give us a comment right now.
Also, a little note too that we have the wireless camera here this weekend.
Yeah, pretty
and
cool.
We have Joe from Chicago manning that.
We got full travelers. Our crew is completely travelers to here.
Hey, can you do me a favor, actually?
No, but what do you need?
Could you zoom in on Joe over there on the backstretch?
Yeah. Where is he? He's
straight across from you.
Oh, boy.
To your left.
To my left?
Just
okay.
Straight across, right? To your left, to your left. Nope, to your left. You're going to your right.
There's Joe, everybody. How you doing, Joe? Nice to see you again. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, where? Over here somewhere? This guy?
Keep going.
Oh, that's... hang on. This one? Oh, that's a trash can. Hang on. Oh, there he is. Wearing red. Joe Morganti in the house here. Jeffrey's saying the hell I ain't. He's tuning in on our live look-in. No, he's actually tuned in on the broadcast. So, folks, heat race number 3. You asked and we provide. So, Jess and Rob, Ryan James, Michael Brewer, RJ Irvin, the list goes on. And if you want to join us from this heat race on, www.lowbudget.tv. It's a place to be. We're going to be here all weekend long. Heat number 3 for the factory front-wheel drives. And we go green with Cole Trickle, who missed a shift. I guess he hit the rev limiter at 9,000 RPMs and it was bad. Jeremy Tunney out to the lead of the number 73. Battle here for second. And 3 wide with the wall on the outside. Meeting the sandwich, Kyle Busch in the middle. I mean, that's the number 18. Not even on my sheet. So how about that? Oh, that's the 18 of Jason Coulter. He was a meat in the sandwich there for a second. Now you're watching battle here. Battle for 4th on the screen. You can really get a sense of how these drivers are working the steering wheel through the corners nonstop. Number 28 of Brad Ransdell on his way forward. However, he's got to get around the number 98 machine of Elijah Brothers. And more contact here. Russ Wheeler to the inside of Cole Trickle. That's the number 6, piloted by Aaron Brown, and the 44 Cole Trickle car of Robert Bussey. As the white flag waves for your leader, who's had absolutely zero pressure in this race. The number 73 of Jeremy Tunney down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. That two-door Honda Accord, checkered flag. And everybody else still racing down into turn number 3. Bumper tags, beating and banging, holding your line, or trying at least. And that'll do it, folks.
As is another great Speedrome tradition, my top dogs are buried deep, 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 deep. Your points leaders back in the pack. Guys like last week's feature winner, the 20 machine of Scott Stewart Jr., the 17 of your current points leader and defending champion, the 17 of Andrew Brown. Poor Jess Holliday starting way in the back. That's not because he's one of the top dogs this year. It's because he basically has no points. He's coming in as a rookie, so he gets to line up at the tail end. No points yet scored. He's going to be out there with the visitor, the number 88 machine of Dakota Mazden. Look for Maz to be part of our figure 8 action here tomorrow. A couple of these other cars as well. We got the mini stocks, small cars out for the figure 8. Now running under like a pro comp rules. You have to have a solid roll cage, racing seat, etc. We're running those guys on the figure 8. Some of our Speedrome regulars will be there, but also several visitors coming in from the Jeffersonville Sports Drome. Maybe in a few other tracks to have some fun with that one. Field being given the 1-to-go signal right off the bat. Look for the pace truck get out of the way on the backstretch, leaving them under control of Carl Schilling and Jason Coulter. Pace truck moves out of the way. Field builds up speed. A little ragged there in the road, too, as the outside echelon not able to get up there. But for Speedrome, that's all close enough for government work. There we go. Coulter in the 18, Carl Schilling in the 116. 3-4 wide going into turn number 1 as everybody tries to pile in, pile on, and get on through. Check out the 83 of Santiago there working his way through traffic in midfield as Coulter leads the first lap. Schilling drops to second. Third place is going to be Jimmy Mays going up against in the 1 car, going up against the Kenneth Smith 111 machine. No start whatsoever from Mazden in the 88. He pulls off early as Coulter is now starting to stretch out an advantage. Schilling holds on to second place just ahead of Smith. Here comes Bartholomew, though. Little Billy Bart's got something rolling good in the number 51 ride. 57 of Summers, so it took off to the infield, went down a lap, and now comes back and rejoins. Check out Santiago sticking his nose in there in the white number 83. Schilling hangs on here. Smith to the inside of him. Here goes Bartholomew outside 3 wide going into turn number 1. And here comes the Talladega pileup. No, they dodged that bullet. No, there goes Schilling now. Broadside to the field. Gets it back going again. Straightened up. Your leader is still the 18 of Coulter. Second place now is Bartholomew in the 51. Coulter now is going to try to put as much space as he can between.
Oh, Tori. Oh, front wheel drive. Here we go. More going on. I'm kind of glad that I wasn't on mic because I was too busy cracking up. Folks, this is front wheel drive racing here at the Speedrome. And we're just trying to sort this whole thing out at the moment. Jason Coulter is your leader in the number 18 machine. And Coulter is, where is Coulter? He is, hang on, over here. All right, so there is your leader and his number 18. However, everywhere else around from your leader at the moment has been crazy, leaning on each other, rooting and gouging. 3 wide race, and now there's Coulter on the outside, lap traffic through. Second spot, as you see on the screen, the 12 of Todd. And he's about a straightaway distance behind. So right now, Coulter trying to fight through lap traffic. And where's he going to go? I guess the road less traveled on the outside. This is the division, this is the race that'll make you a racer, because you have to learn how to pass people. Coulter now looking to the inside of lap traffic, 3 wide, almost 4 wide, through the corners. Right in front of your leaders, more carnage. The 116 is going to lose the hood. And with all this lap traffic, your second spot, here he is, the blue car on the outside. Second spot there, Todd, Steve Todd, is closing in. He's within 3 cars of your leader at the moment. The Coulter slowing down, trying to get through lap traffic. Here's Todd to the outside. And this car's not going to give up. It looks as pretty as it drives. All right, back here, leader right there, Coulter. In the number 18, Jason Coulter. Started up front. And there is first and second. There you see both on the screen. Second spot, the 12 of Steve Todd. Trying to make their way through. And now the battle in front of your leaders. Here with the 86. We have 8 laps to go. And this is the battle for the lead right here. 12 of Todd closing in, brake rotors glowing. Looking to the outside of Coulter. So Jason Coulter under pressure now. As more lap traffic up ahead of your leaders. Here comes Todd to the outside. Coulter down low. Right in the lanes that the lap traffic is in. Now they're side by side in front of your leaders. Oh, some contact there, second spot. 5 laps to go. As Coulter trying to get through this lap traffic mess like he has been all race long. This race is so much cleaner than I thought it would be. Doesn't mean it's not as crazy though. And Coulter goes up track. Jason Coulter goes wide. Here comes Steve Todd in the 12. Coulter in the 18, your leader. Todd in the 12. Now lead change at the line with 3 to go. As Jason Coulter right now doing everything he can to get up to the 12th bumper. Not really to beat on it, but to try to hope for any bad luck in front of the leaders like right now, lap traffic. Steve Todd in the 12, car is hitting the wall, losing wheels to the outside. Cole Trickle's gonna go into the infield, and we go red. We go red with 2 laps to go. Oh, man. But there's Cole. Cole was in the position to get himself a Superflow sponsor. But unfortunately, down and out of this race. He went to the outside and he could not hold it.
Got a replay of that.
Yeah, let's see it.
Coming up here, Tommy.
Robert Bussey. You can see right in front of your leader, the 12 of Todd. Oh, it wasn't the 44. The 44 hit the wall. But it looks to be the 52 machine.
50. Is it 52 or 57?
I don't know.
It just fell off.
Yeah. I think it's 50-something. Yeah, you can see right out of turn 2. Hang on, wait, go back. Go back here. I got to show you what cracks me up. All right. Specifically, pay your attention to the driver helmet, right? Right now, he's in full control. Everything's good except for now. So now he's like, wait a minute, this is not supposed to happen. And now he looks over to his left. He's like, oh, shit. I just love how he's like, oh, man. This is not supposed to happen here. Wait, you got to back it up so I can watch Cole Trickle hit the wall, because I think he saw what was coming and then just tried to go wide. Bussy in the 44, yeah. So the 6 was to his outside. He saw the wheel going and figured now was a good time. Oh, you know what? It looks like they were crashing before that. But Bussy, he tried to avoid the tire and ended up getting the wall. Close quarter race and on the 5th mile. But that helmet turn was pretty awesome. Oh, factory front wheel drives.
2 laps to go.
And that was our first stoppage.
Yeah.
Until then, and I texted Jeffrey and I was like, dude, this is gonna be wild. You and I already knew it was gonna be wild. The 32 know that's gonna be wild.
I think restacking them here for the last 2 laps is gonna be interesting as well.
Take a look and see how our field's doing. Now, tomorrow they'll be running a figure 8 with the front wheel drive, so that's going to be exciting.
Same cars too, right?
Yep.
Do they make changes to these front wheel drives, or do they just come out and figure 8 them?
They pretty much just come out and figure 8 them. Now, I know that there is tire changes that they make. Basically, put in as much as they can as far as stagger, which would be the size of the tire, the sidewall height, basically. So right now, obviously, they're putting all the stuff, the big tires on the right side. And I could be wrong. I could be very wrong, but that's how I have seen some of these drivers do things.
I have a couple tweets if you're
yes,
interested.
Please. Let's see them. We got time. Can we fix the blonde situation? Need a little sun in. Okay.
Hashtag chasing Tommy.
Of course.
This was from earlier.
Oh, gotcha. So Dan, man, Dan is a man. Thanks, Dan, for tuning in. Anthony saying, keep an eye on that 73 in this front-wheel drive. Jeremy Tunney, best up-and-comer in the biz, in the racing biz. Well, Jeremy right now, just as you see in things breaking down, he's 4th currently in this race. Tyler saying, good luck to the racer this weekend running Mojo. Hashtag Mojo Tire Innovation. Hashtag Austin Tunney. Winner of this race last year, Austin Tunney. So keep those tweets coming, as we'll show them on screen all weekend long here from the Speedrome.
What's the tag to tweet at us?
There's no tag. We're just at LBTV Racing.
Okay.
LBTV_racing. No tags needed. Just tweet it. So the 57 of Kyle Summers was the one who lost that right front tire. Likely either the center of the wheel broke under stress, or also likely the studs broke under stress. That's something very common you see in the front wheel drive cars, especially with how hard these drivers are racing through the corners. I was at a race seeing front wheel drive cars at Bakersfield Speedway on the dirt. Jeff and I went out there on Kevin Harvick night. He was racing in Sonoma and decided to come down on a special Thursday evening to race. They had a full-on modified show and everything. However, Harvick jumped in to one of these front-wheel drive style cars, and every car in that race broke a right front, and they threw a red and let them go into the pits to change the tires. Because of the dirt track, and they're running steel wheels, the stock wheels. And when those ruts, man, these front-wheel drives really put a ton of stress on the right fronts. All right, pace truck off. We're going to finish this one out. Lap 23 of 25. You know what that means. 2 to go. So Steve Todd didn't inherit the lead. He worked for it around Coulter in the number 18 machine. We go back to yellow. So Jason Coulter, who led most of this race up until a few laps ago, just lap traffic eluded that number 18 machine. Brandon Todd in third in the number 22, and Andrew Brown in the 17, rounding out your top 5. The 28 of Brad Ransdell. The full field up on the screen there on the scoring ticker. Here we go. Steve Todd, Jason Coulter. We go back racing, 2 to go. One, Todd with the early lead, 3 wide behind. Green, white, checkered, so white flag coming out. They're battling behind. Third place racing going on here down the back straightaway. But out of turn number 4, the number 12 of Steve Todd, checkered flag in tonight's factory front-wheel drive oval.
That was an incredibly clean 2 laps.
That sure was, and I'm wondering what's going on with these two. Yeah, you're right, though. I mean, considering one stoppage for that 25 lap. Well, here's your winner. Where is he? Over here. So the number 12, right there in the middle. Got it when it counted the most. Pounced when lap traffic was an issue for Coulter.
One final practice session, one final qualifying session, one final qualifying
And into the lead he went.
for the Spring Shootout.
So he's going to do the victory lap. Yeah, Nate, that was pretty wild. I figured it'd be more crazy, but that's crazy enough for me. Wait, what is this?